It might get there 3 days later.
Just a year ago, you ordered something from Amazon, it come on FedEx, it come on UPS.
Right.
It didn't come in a damn United States Postal Service. This year, everything's showing up to USPS. And here's a conspiracy for you. I'm going to throw this one out here because the Dems are making this gigantic issue over how Trump somehow or another has killed the post office. How the hell did Trump do it? Trump didn't grab his briefcase and put his tie on every morning to go to the post office and say, hey, put that box there and put that box there and sign this check and sign that check.
They blame everything on Trump.
And the thing is, it's a con.
Yeah.
Because what has happened is
it's a con game.
It's just another one of those things where they're doing a robodo. You're watching the right hand, they're hitting you with the left.
Right.
I mean, that's really what it breaks down to. The Democratic Party are the biggest racist, completely useless bag of dicks on the planet.
On the planet.
On the planet, completely. I mean, when it comes to the point that you have somebody running for president and they flat out tell you, I'm going to get me a black woman.
That should have been enough right there to just say, hey, you ain't getting my vote.
Oh, hell no. I mean, if I would have been a black person, I would have been like, you're going to get a what?
If that didn't make you change your mind, then consider the fact that there's a woman standing before you professing to be a black woman. If that doesn't change your mind, then I guess there's no hope for you.
Right.
The fear of socialism isn't on your mind. The fear of communism isn't on your mind. I mean, the greatest thing about this country to date is that you have the ability to make as much money as you can possibly make while you live here. If you want to be a millionaire, by God, if you want to get up every day and you want to hustle your way to the top, you can. You can do just that. If you like making $200 a day, that's fine too.
Right.
But the point is, you have the option.
Right now,
yes,
you do.
right now, today.
Right now, you do.
What our country is based on. Freedom and capitalism. That's where we stand as Americans today.
Exactly. Until that point that people are dumb enough to vote Joe Biden into office.
Right.
Then it's all going to change. It's all going to go downhill.
And they're not even really voting him in office.
No,
you
that's,
won't be
that's
voting
the
him,
funny
and
thing.
he's suffering from dementia.
Oh,
he's
easily,
senile.
Yeah. I mean, right now, Joe Biden is hiding in a basement.
Afraid to talk.
Afraid.
Where's the campaign trail?
Right, exactly. And
are
people really going to vote for a guy that's hiding in a basement?
Right. Doing virtual campaigns.
Yeah, virtual campaigns. So that's what he's saying is this campaign doesn't mean enough to me for me to take my ass out of the basement.
Right.
Okay, and we're going to select who gets to interview us.
Mm-hmm.
Because that way we can give them the questions. I would give anything if we could get even just Kamala Harris's ass just to flop down here. We'll give them an extra mic. She wouldn't stay but a minute or two. We'd tear it apart. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
They don't care what the people want. That's the point. They're telling them loud and clear right now, we do not care what you want, what you think, or how you feel. Because if they did, virus or not, you can go outdoors. The virus has been proven to almost instantaneously dissipate when sunlight hits it. When it's hit by UV rays, it's gone. It's dead. So you can stand outside. Everybody can stand distance apart. And you can have a campaign. You can tell people what you're going to do. Tell them these phony promises. Ask questions. Let people see you. And they won't do that. He can't do it, for one. And two, they don't want the people to be able to communicate with them.
Right.
That right there should show you that that's not the government you want in control. If you don't give a fuck about my voice, then I'm not going to give a fuck about you being elected.
Right.
That's the way you should look at it. If I'm not important enough to you for you to stand before me and tell me what you're going to do for me, then you're not important enough to be the president of the United States of America.
I agree 100%, and I believe everybody else agree 100% with that statement too, because that's really what it breaks down to. I mean, is he's hiding in the basement, and he's calling his shots. He's like Babe Ruth pointing over the fence, except Babe Ruth was actually somebody, and he's actually calling his shots. He's telling you, hey, I'm going to get me a black woman. Well, the bad part is he's so dumb he didn't even get a black woman.
Right. No, well, he said exactly what they wanted him to say, and he chose exactly who they wanted him to choose.
Yeah,
he didn't have a choice. When in history, I would say never. I don't know that for a fact, but I would say never in the history of this country has a president been unable to select his own running mate.
You
up
know, I
until
have
now.
not thought about that.
No,
You're
they
absolutely
he
right.
didn't even get to choose his running mate.
Yeah.
The left chose her for him. So it doesn't matter what the people, again, it doesn't matter what the people want. We're not we the people. It's you're either a liberal or you're not.
Right.
And if you're not, we're going to make your life miserable.
100%. You know,
crazy.
just on a different note, and this is something that I feel really, adamant about, is now you see all this BLM stuff, and of course, if you read, everything about the BLM Foundation and all this crap, I mean, they have 2 employees or something like that, taking in millions of dollars a year.
I don't even know if it's 2.
I don't know if it's 2 or not. I'm just saying it's something ridiculous.
It's a money laundering.
It's a money laundering outfit is
for
what
the
it is.
Democrats. Yeah.
Okay, and then on top of that, all this shit's going on right now. This crazy shit where this little boy gets shot in the damn head by a guy across the street. I mean, like execution style. This black man shoots a little white, and he says it's because of white privilege.
Yeah.
Now, I got to tell you right now, I don't know what anybody thinks, but this is America. I don't care where you come from, how you were raised. I do not care. I don't care if you come up in the ghetto or, hell, like me. I grew up in houses that had holes in the damn floor, but that didn't stop me from getting a damn job, getting off my ass, going to school, doing right, going to college, and nailing down a good job.
Right.
I mean, nothing stopped me. I come from, nothing to. I mean,
you have to make your way.
But my issue right now is that with not all of black America, by any means, I know a lot of really good black people. I'm not saying anything like that, but what I'm saying is right now in America, you have all these black people talking about white privilege and how white people owe black people something.
Right. Reparation.
Okay, I'll be the first one to tell you, my grandfather was an Indian. My grandmother was half Indian, half Irish. Okay, my family didn't own any slaves, ever.
Right.
I mean, just did not own any slaves. So as far as I'm concerned, and as far as anybody else concerned, I don't owe black people shit.
Right.
Just like they don't owe me shit.
Right.
And if they want to go out and talk about, how white people owe them something, if you want to find the white people that owned slaves, their family, not currently, but had owned slaves in the past, in history, in the United States, all you have to do is go to the White House anytime that the Senate is, doing their thing, and any seat in there being polished by a Democrat is a seat that somebody in their family owned slaves. So this time when you go out to vote, you might want to vote for the right side, because the Republican Party, they're not the racist. The racist ones are the ones trying to use a wannabe black woman as leverage to win an election from black people.
Right.
Right now, everybody's had to go to these damn COVID test points, these drive-through COVID test points, and I'm doing air quotes again, drive-through COVID test points. Now, if they could do that, you explain to me why they can't come up with a little voting booth that you could drive your damn car up to, show somebody your damn driver's license, sign in, put your ballot back into that damn thing, and drive off.
Right. It's too easy.
I mean,
it can't be manipulated that way.
It takes away all the problem that we're having with the United States Postal Service, and we've already seen where that gets everybody. I mean, hell, just in the preliminaries, they had one video after another of all these postal workers dumping registered ballots into dumpsters.
Right.
I mean, that's where the world's got to today. And, I mean, fuck.
Right.
It's
crazy.
It stumps you. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to say about that? The government can't come up with a simple fucking idea when they have Mensa and MIT and shit right at their damn fingertips. I mean, JPL, if they can come up with a rocket and blast your ass to fucking Mars, you tell me they can't come up with a way to actually let people fucking vote from their fucking cars?
Right. They don't give a fuck. They can't manipulate the ballots. They can't manipulate the votes. They can't rig it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And on that note, I think we're going to wrap this podcast up.
Sounds good.
If anybody has any questions or anything like that, drop us a line at bluntsourcetrauma@gmail.com, and we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah.